What's up guys, Daniel here with another Sam Barber lesson. The song is called Home Ain't Far. It's in standard tuning, and if you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is going to be in the description down below. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started with the intro. Sounds like this. Alright, so the first chord shape we're going to use is an E5. That's going to be 7th fret A, 9th fret D and G. The rest are open. And we're going to be finger picking. You want to use your thumb to pluck the root note or whatever chord we're on. And then you're going to use your index finger anytime you pluck the D string. And use your ring and middle finger to pluck the G and B string. So on this E5 chord, we're going to start by plucking an open low E string. Then you're going to pluck 9th fret D. And then G and B at the same time. We're going to do that one more time. And then what you're going to do is pluck 9th fret D again, and then right back to B and G. So it'll go. And that's going to be our picking pattern for a majority of this intro. So we'll do it one more time, a little bit slower. Now the next chord shape we're going to go down to is an A5. That's going to be 2nd fret D and G. The rest are open. Now our root note is going to be the open A string. Now we're going to follow the same picking pattern that we just did. So it's going to go A, D, G and B at the same time. A, D, G and B, and then D, G and B. One more time. Now we're going to go to our next chord shape, which is going to be a C#5. That's going to be 4th fret A, 6th fret D and G. Same picking pattern again, but our root note is now the 4th fret of the A string. A, D, G and B, A, D, G and B, D, G and B. One more time. And now we're going to take this same shape, move it down 2 frets, and we have a B5. So again, 2nd fret A, 4th fret D and G. Same picking pattern again. A, D, G, B, A, D, G and B, D, G and B. And that's going to complete our first line. So let's play all of that together a little bit slower. One more time, regular speed. Now for the second line, we're going to start out the same way with the first 2 chord shapes, but then we're going to switch the picking pattern when we get to that C#5. So E5 and A5 are going to be played the same way. But now when we get to the C#5, instead of playing that picking pattern, what you're going to do is pluck A, D, G, B, D, and then again A, D, G, B, D. So we're just walking up and back down the strings now. So before we were doing this. Now we're doing this. And then when we get back to the B5, we're going to do the same thing. Walk up and back down. A, D, G and B, D, A, D, G and B, D. So now let's play the second line all together a little bit slower. And now regular speed. So again, the second line is a little bit different than the first. Now the third line of the intro is how we're also going to play the verse, and we're going to take that same pattern we did with the C#5 and A5 just now, apply it to the E5 and the A5. So again, we're walking up and back down the strings. It's going to go root, D, G and B, D, and then repeat. So E5, A5, C sharp 5, and then B5. One more time. So now let's play the intro all together a little bit slower, and then one more time at regular speed. And now regular speed. So that's how you're going to play the intro. Alright, next part up is the verse, and it's going to sound like this. Home ain't that far away. Still you're the reason that I'd rather stay. No more searching for better days. Found what I need in the pureness of your ways. So the nice thing about the verse is you already learned it because it's played exactly like the third line of the intro that we just learned. So we're still using the same chord shapes, E5, A5, C sharp 5, and then B5. And you're just going to repeat that progression until you get to the last line just before the interlude starts, where we start strumming. So for that part, you're going to play E5 and A5 the same way. But when you get to the C sharp 5, we're going to start strumming, and it's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then you switch to B5. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that last line will sound like this. Found what I needed in the pureness of your ways. So it's as simple as that, just all down, up, down, up, down, up strums. Now when you get to that interlude, we're going to take those same shapes and just continue the strumming pattern. Just again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to start mixing the picking pattern with the strumming pattern depending on where we're at in the song. So let's play the verse one more time all together. Home ain't that far away. Still you're the reason that I'd rather stay. No more searching for better days. Found what I needed in the pureness of your ways. So that's how you're going to play the first verse into the interlude. Now in the second verse, we're going to start out by strumming and then move into the picking portion. So E5 and A5, you're going to strum just like we did. But then you're going to start picking throughout the rest until we get to the next interlude section. Nowadays the bad ain't much to bear. For I've met you, there's the rocking chair. So again, you're going to mix in the strumming. Now it's not necessary. If you want to strum all the way through, you can. If you want to pick all the way through, you can. But just know that you can alternate between the two as well. And when we get to the third verse, we're going to introduce palm muting, but you're going to strum all the way through it. So same chords, same down, up, down, up, down, up strum for each chord. But what we're going to do is rest our palm on top of the strings over here on the bridge while we're doing that strumming pattern. So instead of this, it'll sound like this. So again, all you're doing is lightly touching the strings over here on top of the bridge to get that muted sound. But that's how you're going to play the complete third verse. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Again, if you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. I've got a ton of other Barber tabs on there, plus tutorials here on my channel. Go ahead and leave a request for a song you would like to learn in a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.